This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, at magandang gabi to all our viewers and listeners out there. You are currently tuned into INC Radio Texas, and I am your host for tonight, Sister Mayfa Zaragoza from the local of Sugarland, District of Texas. And of course, as always, I am never alone. I am joined by my handsome co-host, Brother Bern. How's everything down there?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for wherever place you are tuning in here in our INC radio program. And thank you for that compliment again. But I'm not taking the credit. But anyways, tonight
I
will
take
be a
cash.
yes. Tonight will be a good topic actually. This will be for the new generation. Oh, what is that? New generation today, tonight. So we'll talk about the Sister Mayfan. Is it slang words for tonight?
Well, that's part of it, but our topic for tonight will be multi-generational communication. And you are right, I do have a feeling it is going to be a fun topic because behind the scenes when we were talking and I asked them one question, we all looked at each other and we literally don't know what just happened. Because it is very different. And if you don't notice, all of us are from different generations. And if you don't know what those generations are, we have our baby boomers, we have our Generation X, we have our millennials, and then we have our Gen Z. And apparently, we also have a Gen Alpha. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we do have that one too. But since we are going to be talking about multi generational communication, we do have a question for tonight. Okay, y'all are ready? What's the most unique word or phrase you've heard from a different generation? So, what's one word or one phrase that once they told you that, you're like, what are you saying? What are you trying to tell me? Speak English. Or like speak Tagalog or whatever language you're using at home or wherever you are, you're just baffled. So again, the question for tonight, what's the most unique word or phrase you've heard from a different generation? Sound it down in the comment section on our live comment section. And speaking of that, we already have a lot of greetings out here. Wow, Umble, you guys, that's a lot of hashtag. And speaking of hashtag, it's 2025, folks. We're gonna start it again for January for our first show of the month of the year. We are gonna do our hashtag challenge. So once you're commenting your answers or just a greeting or a shout out, don't forget to put your hashtag local. And if you're from a different district, feel free to flaunt it out. Hashtag local and your district. And of course, I'm gonna ask y'all the question again. Let's see if you guys already have an answer for that. What's the most unique word or phrase you've heard from a different
Sister
generation?
May, I'm having fun on reading all these comments, and I do not understand most of it.
See, oh, the moment I scroll down, I already see no cap.
Uh,
What do you
no
mean no
cap.
cap?
See, what I understand with no cap is the one you wear in your head.
I was thinking of capital letters. Is that it? No, not that old, but what is no cap? If there's somebody that skibidi. Am I
I think
allowed to
sister
say
I think
that?
Sister Abby can
Sister Abby
translate
has an
all of this
answer.
to us. Sister Abby, you can translate this all. You said that you have a dictionary for this.
Yes. the dictionary in my brain.
We're about to get schooled, folks. Let's see. What is no cap?
No cap. All right, stay with me. So, first of all, the word cap, it refers to like a lie. So when you say no cap, it's like no lie or like no lying, you know? So you're basically saying that you're telling the truth. So like let's say the sky's blue. No cap. Thank you.
Do we have to do that too?
Wait,
Like
should
a
you
sign,
No,
a
that's
five,
use
just
and then
the hand
oh,
signs and
that's
everything?
just part of the that's part of you don't have to do that, but that's yeah.
I
It's just
never understood that.
more it has expression. I mean more what do you call this? More color to it. If that makes sense.
Oh, and speaking of, we just jumped in, but we forgot to introduce our panelists. Well, we didn't forget because we're looking at them right now. But the way I will introduce them is that I will ask them the question, and then they can introduce themselves. So, Brother Joseph,
Oh, hi. Yeah,
how's everything?
yeah. Brother Joseph from Universal City. I want to give a shout out to everybody at Universal City and my beautiful wife, Sis Mo, who is currently watching me. And I hope I don't make a fool out of myself here. The most weirdest thing I've ever heard somebody from a different generation say was, "You're moving slower than molasses in January," which took me quite a while to try to figure that one out. Apparently, I was moving very slow,
So, like a turtle.
like a turtle, which actually used to be my nickname. So yes.
So that's no cap. If
No,
I'm
no,
saying,
no cap. Do I have to do it right? Do I put the hand up? No cap.
oh, no cap. Hey! I'm catching on. I'm catching on. Of course, Sister Abby. How's everything?
Hello, good evening. As Sister Mayfen said, I'm Sister Abby. I'm from the locale of San Antonio. And to answer the question, I think it was mentioned by some of our viewers in the chat, but like the slang that the newer generations have come up with, it makes me feel very old, even though I'm not that old.
Welcome.
like,
Welcome to the club.
like I feel like it's every day that they come up with new words that come out of nowhere. But I think my favorite one right now is like Sigma or Skibbity, because it doesn't make sense, and it's so
Yeah,
fun.
what's the word skibbity? Where do you get that? Where's the root word? What's the root word for skibbity?
I I don't know how to explain it. I think you just have to search it up, figure it out for yourself. It's not something that can really be explained.
I cannot. It's a question mark to me, honestly. My most is period. No, my most is clock it. That's it. So if we have viewers and listeners out there that understood what those are, sound down in the comment section below because we need to be schooled. Because right now we're getting cooked. That's a lot of slang down there. But of course, before we head on to the conversation part, we do have a couple of games. Brother Byrne, are you ready to share the slide? Give it a few seconds. 10, 9, 8. Oh, can everybody see it? Can y'all see it? Can you give a thumbs up if you can see it? All right, let's see. Let's see. So the game is guess the word. So this is going to be very easy because these are so overused right now. If you know the answer, just unmute yourselves. And to our viewers and listeners, if you know the answers, comment down. Feel free to join us. All right, so for our first slide, okay, this is a very recent slang. What word means you did it successfully? Can
Is
unmute
this a
yourself.
trick question?
No, it's not. How
Now
is
my brain is all
I wish it was a trick question.
because everyone is in the chat is all spamming so much messages. Riz and sus. I think sus. I know what sus means.
I know
It's
what
from a
sus
game.
means. I think because sus comes from an actual word. That's how I understand it.
Oh yeah. See, those came from a specific word. Some
Yes,
of it,
that's why it
I don't
makes
know.
sense. Okay, but to our panelists, what do you think the answer is? What word means you did it successfully? Sister Abby? Brother Joseph?
I'll give you all a few seconds to answer, but
She really said, I got this in the bag. Alright, nobody in the comment section are answering it. So I guess it's up to our panelists to answer this one.
I'm going to have to defer to Abby.
Okay, Sister Abby, this is
Okay.
yours.
I have two possible answers for this. So the first one, as people were saying in the chat, could be slay. Like
Slay.
whenever someone says you slayed, like you did that successfully. Um, and there's also you ate, like you ate that up. People
That's
say that one a
true.
lot. Like you ate that up and you left no crumbs because you did it perfectly. So
Actually, those two are correct, but I did not think of that actually when I was making this slide. The sleigh makes sense. That's like from a previous generation though, the sleigh, right? And eight, this is the more recent one, if I'm not mistaken. This is more on Abby's turf. Eight. So the answer would be eight. Correct, Brother Burns? Oh wait, did we lose Brother Burns? Oh yeah, the answer is eight. Did anybody answer eight? It's all just yas.
Sorry,
I
I had
love
a
that,
little bit
Sister Camille.
technical issue.
Yas. You nailed it. Yes, brother Armand. You nailed it. That's another one. That's from a previous generation. You nailed it. I haven't heard that in a while. You nailed it. Okay,
What about
number
you
two.
crushed it?
You No, I have not heard of that
Oh,
in a hot minute. You crushed it. The last time
hot
I heard
minute.
that, yes, the last time I've heard that is from a children's show. That's amazing. You crushed it. That's it.
Now in the
Never
Philippines
heard it
we
ever
have
again.
that I think I don't know what generation it is, but we have so you have the word, right? But you have to start at the very end and then you read it all the way to the beginning. So you start at the end and go read it to the beginning of the word.
So you read it backwards.
Yes, you read it backwards. There you go. That's the word.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what generation it started, but yeah, that's how they say it.
I
And
think it
then there's one thing too that you repeat it. If you repeat it so many times, it will make the word. It will sound the word. It will make the word.
I think that's a game also.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure that out later. Okay, and number two question. Oh, this one's very easy. It can be used to describe your friends. Friend, neighbor, seatmate, fam. This is also a recent one. All of these are very recent, and all of these are possible answers, actually.
I live in the generation when I say it friend.
No way you dropping your age by that. Alright, let's get 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing a lot of fam, my mate,
So let's see the questions. The answer actually.
Beshi.
Someone someone
That is
said
so
Becky.
Filipino. Beshi. Well, the answer is fam. Okay, let's go number 3. Oh, homie. That's another one. Homie. This
That's
means
a different. That's a different generation too.
it is a very different generation. Mate, I think Australia would be mate.
Yeah.
This means a makeover or transformation from bad to good. 5, 4, 3.
Hawaii.
We're switching Tagalog real quick. Have na have. Okay, so what will be the answer for this one? Glow up. Well, you really didn't give anybody a chance for our viewers and listeners to answer, did you?
Oh, there
They're
you
all
go.
hung up on number 2.
Yeah.
Everybody's just homie, mate, BFF, rep up pips. Oh, the barcads. Oh, this is so Tagalog. Rad. Oh, wait, I have not heard of that word for a long time.
Is that radical? I don't
Rad,
know.
yeah. The
Yeah,
last time I've
radical.
heard that is on another children's show. And this was when I was in elementary. When I heard this word. Rad. Tubular. Or just literally have said it. Tubular. What does tubular mean?
It's totally tubular, dude.
Is that tube? It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Okay. Number 4. When something is unique or better than the usual. Dreamy, so amazing. Wow, hits different. This is a bit confusing. Not gonna lie. When I was making this, I was thinking like this is gonna be very confusing.
Amazing.
Amazing. What do you think will be the answer? Barry Joseph, do you wanna guess?
Oh, I could guess. You already said it, but hits different.
Okay. Abby, do you wanna guess?
She already know the answer.
We're giving our chat people the chance to answer. But okay, Abby, what's the answer?
The answer to this is hits different.
No cap?
Hikey.
No cap.
Hikey hits different.
No cap.
So those are words of affirmation, people. Take notes. When your kids start talking to you that way, you're like, oh, so you're saying yes to washing the dishes. Okay, Hikey. It's different. That's fire. That's fire. This is from a long time ago. That's fire. I have not heard that word.
I mean, I don't want to go there.
Not the jokes. I can complete the word. This is the last one. This is the question. This is another term used to this is just another term to use when you find something hilarious. So I'm gonna look at the box. Like, what could come out from that? Do you have a guess, Sister Abby?
I think maybe. I'm not sure. I'm actually. This is stumping me.
I'll give the hint. I'll give a hint. It
This
starts
could
with
also
the words "I am."
this is the whole answer. Bernard Joseph, do you want to give a shot?
I am done. I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Could be.
I'm dead.
Let's
That's another
see.
one. I'm dead.
I'm dead. Showtime said Carmen.
Okay, everybody's saying the same thing.
Wait,
I mean, a
is
lot of
it?
people have been saying
I'm
that when
Gru.
it's funny.
Oh,
I am Groot with the T.
that tree, whatever he talks, you'll understand which word it is. You can say I'm Groot every time, and it means
Oh,
anything.
somebody Kamat said I'm Poggy. Hey!
Let's see. What's the is it I'm dead?
Let's see. I'm weak.
What?
No, I've been hearing that from my coworkers.
Why is this hilarious?
I don't know. They just say that when they're laughing. See,
I'm
that's
weak.
what I need. I need a one-on-one, a 101 on this. I need lingo one-on-one for this
You
generation.
need a hire Sister Abby there.
She has a dictionary ready to be printed out. Hey, thank you everybody for joining the quick game that we have. But let's head on to our topic. Like, what are the key differences in communication styles between generations, and how did you overcome these differences? Since we just like ended a big celebration like New Year, so we got together with all of our family members of all ages. So that's one thing that we're going to talk about, of course. Like, what's the key differences in communication styles that you've seen each other again after a long hot minute? So, Sister Abby, what are the different communication styles that you've encountered during that get together?
I think for people of my generation or like the younger generations, um, we use slang more often than the older generations just because, we're always on social media, so we're always learning new words. And the older generations, um, from what I've seen, I feel like they're more not laid back, but they they speak like they're more calm when they speak. And I
They know
feel
more words.
yes. And I feel like for my generation, like we speak very fast, we're loud, we use words that nobody else understands.
That's true. Like, I think that the term is filler words. I think that's
There
it.
was even a time that they didn't even use the words, any word. They used emojis. Do you
That's
guys remember
true.
that?
There was a time that we just used emojis. So I'm gonna ask this one to Brother Joseph. What are the main challenges faced by the older generations
Oh, whoa,
when
whoa.
it comes to communicating with
We don't say
younger
that word. We don't say that word.
generations? Hey, I balanced it out. I balanced it out.
Well, I think Sis Abby actually hit the nail on the head. The younger generations tend to talk a little bit more in slang that the older generations may not know, right? And we've experienced that in the chat already. Um, the challenge there is for the older generation to really just try to context a little bit more and be respectful to, when speaking. It goes both ways, respect both ways. Um, when you're speaking to older generations, I'm, Generation X, and when I was speaking to my parents or my grandparents when I was younger, just trying to understand where they come from and realize that they've had different experiences and put myself in their shoes. I tend to listen more than I talk, so I try to gather that information in. But when I do speak, I try to be, speak in a manner that everybody can understand.
That's true. That's another thing with generations. It's very different now, the way we comprehend each other's communication styles. Sometimes because the younger generations just tend to scream out loud what they're trying to say, even though they're not really feeling any some sort of emotions. The other generation or the older generation would misinterpret it as something like them being negative towards them, but it's just how they talk and how they express, what they're trying to say. So this is gonna go to both of our panelists and also to our viewers and listeners out there. How has this difference of communication has impacted the relationship with your family and or your friends? How has it impacted, like, the relationship wise, like, because of this big generation difference when it comes to communication? So, Sister Abby. What's the impact?
I think just as Brother Joseph said, um, from what I've seen around me, especially in like school and other public environments, respect is a very big thing. It's I think since my generation and like younger kids, they use more slang rather than, I guess, speaking more politely is a problem, since older generations, they prefer like one-on-one conversations. They want to have, they want to actually speak with the younger kids.
Yeah,
But
we do have here in the comment section that says the difference is the face to face versus texting. Because some don't even want to see you anymore. They just want to text. How about your brother Joseph? What's the impact to your
Well,
relationships?
yeah, it's actually perfect, Sisabi. And if I may demonstrate, I see a lot of this with some of the younger folks while they're trying to have a conversation with somebody. So having the phone in front of you, um, my generation, or even say a generation before me, finds that very disrespectful because we want to see the eye contact.
Mm.
We want to know that you're actually paying attention. And so understanding that, say, millennials or Gen Z or whatever kind of grew up with that technology that we didn't grow up with, they don't see it as any different than real life. It's just they can kind of multitask, have the text conversation or do whatever they're doing on the phone at the same time that they're having a full conversation with you. So realizing that difference is a big step in making sure that you're not going to be overly upset when that happens.
So the
Um,
substance in conversations,
yes,
it's it's going drifting away. That's the
yes.
difference. So I know it was very short, so hopefully we get a part two of this. we we had so much fun with this conversation, but Brother Burns, can you take us home?
Sure. We would like to thank our district CFO overseer, Brother Archie Talents, our assistant district minister, Brother Theody Sampson, our district supervising minister, Brother Noel Caritativo, our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Indaya, our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, our CFO coordinator and CEBSI CEO, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, and our very thank you for our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. And tune in to our INC Radio next Friday, of course, always at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget to subscribe in our INC Radio YouTube channel. And introducing our new next show, INC Radio Caribbean.
See you next Friday.